जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय 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 गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय 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 गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंद जमुना तीरा बनचारी जमुना तीरा बनचारी जमुना जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंद जमुना तीरा बनचारी जमुना तीरा बनचारी जमुना हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि जय प्रभुपद श्रील प्रभुपद प्रभुपद श्रील प्रभुपद प्रभु जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर षष्ठिभान्गे शिल अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद के इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद के जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर षष्ठिभान्गे शिल भक्त सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद के अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद के नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर के प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद के श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंडगिरी गोवर्धन के श्री वृंदावन धाम के श्री श्री नवदीप मायापुर धाम के श्रीमती तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी की गंगा जमुना माई के गौर प्रेमानंदे हरिनाम संकीर्तन के श्रील प्रभुपाद के ऑल ग्लोरीज द असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज ऑल ग्लोरीज द असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज ऑल ग्लोरीज द असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज ऑल ग्लोरी ऑल गुरु गौरांग के जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधाकांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, the 8th canto, chapter 16, and text today will be read 22. Please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। श्री अदितिर्वाच केनाहं विधिना ब्रह्मन् उपस्थास्ये जगत्पतिं यथा मे सत्यसंकल्पो विदध्यात् स मनोरथम्। श्री अदितिर्वाच केनाहं विधिना ब्रह्मन् उपस्थास्ये जगत्पतिं यथा मे सत्यसंकल्पो विदध्यात् स मनोरथम्। श्री अदितिर्वाच केनाहं विधिना ब्रह्मन् उपस्थास्ये जगत्पतिं यथा मे सत्यसंकल्पो विदध्यात् स मनोरथम्। श्री अदिति उवाच श्रीमती अदिति began to pray. केन by which aham I vidhina by regulative principles Brahman O Brahman upasthasye can please Jagatpati, the Lord of the universe, Jagannath, yatha by which may my Satya Sankalpa desire may be actually be fulfilled. Vidadhyat may fulfill. Saha, he, the Supreme Lord, Manoratham, ambition or desires. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki. Srimati Aditi said, O Brahman, tell me the regulative principle by which I may worship the Supreme Master of the Lord, so that the Lord will be pleased with me and fulfill my all desires. Purport. It is said, man purposes and God disposes. Thus a person may desire many things, but unless these desires are fulfilled by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they can't be fulfilled. Fulfillment of desire is called Satya Sankalpa. Here the word Satya Sankalpa is very important. Aditi placed herself at the mercy of her husband so that he would give her direction by which to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, so that all her desires would be fulfilled. A disciple must first decide that he should worship the Supreme Lord, and then the spiritual master will give the disciple correct directions. One cannot dictate to the spiritual master just as a patient can demand that his physician prescribe a certain type of medicine. Here is beginning of worship of Supreme Personality of Godhead as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 7:16. चतुर्विधा भजन्ते माम जनः सुकृतोर्जुन आर्तो जिज्ञासु अर्थार्थी ज्ञानी च भर्तर्षभ. O best among the Bharat, 4 kinds of pious men render devotional service unto me: the distressed, the desirer of the wealth, the inquisitive, and he who is searching for knowledge of absolute. Aditi was Arth person. Aditi was Arth, a person in distress. She was very much aggrieved because her sons, the demigods, were bereft of everything. Thus she wanted to take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead under the direction of her husband Kashyap Muni. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. This verse, Aditi, mother Aditi, she addressing her husband Kashyap Muni. So we will come to this point. This particular canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th canto, description about Manvantar. You know, in Srimad Bhagavatam, there are 10 different subject matter described. Atra sargo visargasya sthanam poshamutaya manvantereshanukatha nirodho mukti asraya. So 10 out of 10 subject matter. In this 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Manvantar is described. Before this canto, Sukadeva Goswami has described about Uti, and then 8th canto describes about Manvanta. How the universal administration goes. So we know in Bhagavatam and all the Vedic literature, Bhagavad Gita describe that in one day of Brahma, there are 14 different Manus. So Sukadeva Goswami was describing one after another, first Manu, second Manu, third Manu. Then he came describing our 7th Manu, present Manu we are living, Manu Maharaj. Our Manu is Manu Maharaj. His name is Shraddha Dev, and since he is the son of Surya, sun god, so another name of Shraddha Dev Vaivasvat, son of Vivaswan. So in every single Manvantar, there is a specific incarnation, Manvantara avatar. different type of incarnation, Yuga avatar, Manvantara avatar, Lila avatar, the 6 type of different. So when Manu Maharaj rules, and one Manu, in each Manu duration, one incarnation, a special incarnation takes place that called Manvantara avatar. So when Sukadeva Goswami was describing about this present Manu, our Manu, 7th Manu, Shraddha, and in this particular Manvantara, very significant, important incident took place, that is incarnation of Vamandev. So while Sukadeva Goswami was described, so in brief, Sukadeva Goswami described that in 7th Manvantara, Lord Vamandev appeared, and Lord Vamandev, on the pretext of asking 3 spaces of land, 3 steps of land, Vamandev snatched everything, took out everything from Bali Maharaj, and also Bali Maharaj was also bound up, tied up. Not only that, he was thrown in the Sutal Lok, down below planetary system. This description Sukadeva Goswami described, and then Parikshit Maharaj asked, description should be clear that Lord Vamandev appeared and he begged from Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj was ruling the earthly planet. He was the king of the heavenly planet also. Vamandev begged 3 paces of land, 3 steps of land, and took all position from Bali Maharaj, and Vamandev delivered all position to Indra, his eldest brother. Aditi got 12 sons. Eldest one is Indra, and youngest one is Vamandev. Out of 12, Aditya. So when Parikshit Maharaj heard this incident, that Bali Maharaj out of generosity gave everything to Vamandev, still he was tied up, bound, and he was not only that he was punished, he was thrown in the lower planetary system, Sutal Lok. And then Sukadeva Parikshit Maharaj asked, how come Hari Ishwarah Bhutva Bale Padatrayam Bhume Kasmad Harir Ayachata? So Parikshit Maharaj said, for what reason Hari Padatrayam Bhume Ayachata? How come that Vamandev, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhuteshwara, he is Ishwar, controller, owner, proprietor of whole cosmic and spiritual manifestation, everything. He is a Lakshmipati. How come that he begged charity, came in front of Bali Maharaj, and he was begging, requesting, asking some property, something, wealth. It's a very humiliating situation. He is a Supreme Personality, he is Lakshmipati, husband of Lakshmi, Lakshmi presiding over all the prosperity, beauty and everything. So how come that he is the Ishwar, Bhagavan, full of all opulences? How come that he accepted such a humiliating condition, situation, and came in front of Bali Maharaj and requested, begged, Bhuteshwara Kripanavat, a miserly person, by poor person, asking anything from any person, a very humiliating situation. One poet in Hindi did describe a very celebrated verse about Yancha begging, Rahiman ve nar mar chuke, jo kahu mangan jaye. the person who is going to any for asking, begging, he is as good as a dead person. It's very similar. The person who could not maintain himself by his own endeavor, by his own work, then he goes for mercy, asking, begging. So the person who goes anywhere for begging, he is as good as a dead person. And then the Kabir describes, unte pahle ve mare jinmukh niksheth nai. First, the person who is going to beg, he is dead, as good as dead. Though he is breathing in and out, still he is considered to be as bad or as good as a dead person. But a person who denies any charity, though he can give, the person donor, he has position, everything he can give, but out of misery attitude, if he doesn't give, then that person is considered he's dead even before that person. So begging is a very humiliating situation. So Parikshit Maharaj here inquired, how come that Ishwar, Bhagavan, came in front of Bali Maharaj and he was asking, requesting Bali Maharaj, asking, begging. And not only this, again Parikshit Hari Punasya Ishwarasya Ancha. First of all, not only that, Lord Vamandev accepted such a humiliating situation. He requested, he asked Bali Maharaj, and in return, very generously, very nicely, Bali Maharaj offered every single possession to Vamandev. Still, how come that he was punished by Vamandev? He was tied up by Vamandev and he thrown in the lower planetary system. He got punishment. He should have rewarded for this charity. So both questions. First of all, how come that Vamandev accepted such a humiliating situation, asking, and Bali Maharaj, out of generosity, Udar, he gave everything. Still he was punished by Vamandev. He was tied up, he was thrown in lower planetary system. So, two things. Punasya Ishwarasya Yancha, begging of Purna, who possesses everything, Ishwar, and Anagasha Bandhanam, punishment of a person who was not any sinful person. He was not offender. He was sinless, he was innocent person. He had not done commit any mistake. Still, how he was punished. So, Parikshit Maharaj wanted to understand the mystery of this contradiction. Lakshmipati taking in his hand, going to begging bowl, going door to door for begging. This is very awkward situation, contradiction situation. And the innocent person, charitable person who gave charity, everything he offered to Bali Maharaj, Vamandev, still he was tied up. So, Punasya Ishwarasya Yancha and Anagasha Bandhanam. This is very contradicting. Bali Maharaj, because he offered everything to Vamandev, he should have been rewarded. So, when this question was read by Parikshit Maharaj, then Sukadeva Goswami started to describe whole Vamana avatar, incarnation of Vamandev. How come that Vamandev appeared? So the story goes like this. One point, Bali Maharaj became the king of the whole universe, not only earthly planet, also he became the king of heavenly planet. So he, by blessing of Sukracharya, his spiritual master, he gets such a power that he invaded even heavenly planet. and all the demigods headed by Indra, they were thrown out from heavenly planet. When this incident happened, Bali Maharaj became the king of heavenly planet, and the demigods headed by Indra, they were somewhere hiding himself like a beggar. When this incident took place at that time, Kashyap Rishi, the father of demon and the father of demigod, Kashyap Rishi, he was in trance in a meditation for years. He was in meditation, deep samadhi. At that time this incident took place. Demigods were thrown out from heavenly planet. They are suffering like anything. And the mother of demigod, Aditi, he was in such a distress, such a mentally anguished position, suffering mentally, physically. Her sons were thrown out from heavenly planet. And one point, Kashyap Rishi came out from Samadhi. The Samadhi was for thousands of years. Those sadhu, they have their meditation for many years. When Kashyap Rishi came out from the Samadhi, he saw ashrama, such a Niranand. So, and he looked his wife Aditi, and he was so moral. However, Kashyap Rishi inquired from Aditi, what could be reason for your morosity? How you are so, looks very distressed, anguished. Tell what happened. And then Aditi informed that, described the incident, that my sons, or say your sons, Indra, your dear sons, they are now no more in king, they are thrown out from heavenly planet, they are bereft of all position. So please do something for them. And then he become angry. So he become angry. I said, okay, I will do something. Of course, first he was, because Aditi was such a distressed condition, and he has envy towards the demons also, envious thought. And he wanted that again her sons should be again enthroned in heavenly planet, and demigod Bali Maharaj, they should be thrown. Not only they should be killed. And she requests, when he become angry to do something, okay. So in beginning, he advised Aditi. Of course, he was a acharya, saintly person. He was knowing very well that Aditi, as a mental condition, was not so much conducive for spiritual progress, for bhakti. She was envious and distressed position. So, and he wanted that her desire should be fulfilled. And then, in brief, Kashyap Rishi advised her what she should do. Upatishta purusham bhagavantam janardanam sarva bhut guhavasam vasudevam jagadgurum. Frankly, very strictly, frankly, Kashyap Rishi, upatishtasva. If you really want that your son should be again become the king of the heavenly planet, then for that end, for that upatishtasva, you try to worship, you try to satisfy Purusham, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavantam, Bhagavan, who is full of all six opulences, and Janardana, one who subdues the enemies of the devotee. If someone has inimical attitude for devotee, then Krishna subdued that his devotee's enemies. And Sarva Bhut Guha Vasam. सर्वभूत गुहावासम सर्वस्य चाहम. Krishna is situated in in heart of every single living entity. In Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, many places this fact is described. Ishvara sarvbhutanam hrideshe arjun tishtati. Ishvara, Krishna, is living, situated in everyone's heart as a Paramatma. Sarvasya chaham hrideshan nivishtu matta smritir jnanam apohanam. So here described me, you take shelter of Sarvabhuta Guha Vasam Vasudevam Jagat Gurum. Since Krishna is seated as Paramatma in your heart, so you try to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And if you will satisfy, Savidhasyati te kaman. By His mercy, He will fulfill all your desire, all your ambition would be fulfilled. Savidhasyati te kaman. Krishna will fulfill all your desire because Hari Dinanukampana. Any person in any distress condition, if anybody takes shelter of lotus feet of Krishna, then Krishna fulfill the desire, all ambition of the devotee. So, first take shelter of Krishna, Bhagavan, and He will fulfill all your ambition, all your desire. Amogha Bhagavad Bhakti na itara iti matirma. You execute, engage yourself in devotional service of Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Amogha Bhagavad Bhakti. Bhagavad Bhakti, devotional service doesn't go in vain anytime, in any circumstance. Amogha, when it is 100% sure that if you engage yourself in devotional service, it will work in your favor. Amogha. It doesn't go in vain in any circumstances. And so when she was advised to worship satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then in this particular verse, she is asking about the process of devotional service. Of course, we know Rupa Goswami talks about 64 limbs of devotional service. Prahlad Maharaj talks about 9 processes of devotional service, Sarvan Kirtanam. So, there are different limbs of devotional service. Ke na aham vidhina brahman upathasye jagatpatim. My dear husband, Brahmin, Kashyap Muni, please describe ke na vidhina aham upathasye. By which process, which method, you describe the method by which I should worship, I should satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Ke vidhina, by which process aham, I, upathasye. What process, what technical process you have, where I should begin in devotional service, engaging myself in service of Krishna. Yatha, so that yatha me satya sankalpa, so that my desires, my ambition should be fulfilled. Vidadhyat sa manoratham. What process I should accept, so that by the engaging myself in devotional service, Krishna will be completely satisfied and make sure that Krishna fulfills my desire, manoratham. My ambition, my desire should be full. So, she was talking about process of devotional service. Which process I should? Prabhupada ji in this purpose, then verse, talks about. So, though we may engage in devotional service or any activity, but unless and until Krishna favors, fulfill desire by our own effort, we couldn't satisfy, we could not fulfill our desire. So if someone wants to be engaged in devotional service, first of all, that person should take decision that he will worship, he will engage himself in the devotional, one should engage oneself in the devotional service of Krishna Bhagavan. And then he should approach a spiritual master. For decision that I want to satisfy the Supreme Personality of God, Krishna, I want to become Krishna Bhakta, and where to start, how to start, for that a person should approach a spiritual master, and a spiritual master judges his condition, what type of that person is. He should be very expert, which type of devotional service, what is his adhikar, what is that person qualification. Accordingly, he will engage in different type of devotional service. Here, Aditi was not very much fit for, what to say, he was fit for devotional service, not like top type of devotional service, because she was Arth. There are 4 types of person that take shelter of Krishna. Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukritun raja arto jigyasu artharthi jnani. She was artharthi. She was not interested to get the, like says, Krishna Prem. Her ambition was that her son should be reinstalled in the heavenly planet, become king. Arthat, he was asking something. But Kashyap Muni is such an expert person. In any condition, any type of person, he wanted them to engage in devotional service. And once, even with Artharthi means engaging myself in devotional service for some ambition, some for material desire. So since she was Artharthi, so he engaged himself in a certain type of devotional service, like a Payobrat. By that execution of Payobrat, her heart was completely purified. Of course, her desire was fulfilled, and same time her heart was completely satisfied, purified, so much so that even the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, agreed to become her own son. So, this is expertise of Kashyap Rishi, that somehow or other, tasmad kenapi upayena manah krishne niveshaya. Your material, spiritual status, anything could be happen, but if we engage ourselves in devotional service, means flow of our consciousness should be directed towards the lotus feet of Krishna. Kena api upayena manah krishne niveshayat. And once we engage in devotional service, our position may be arth chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sakrit arto jigyas artharthi jnani cha bhartarsava. Once we engage in devotional service, even we are artharthi or anything, but what will happen that our consciousness will be purified. And the typical example of this, that very celebrated personality, Dhruv Maharaj. In the beginning, Dhruv Maharaj was not interested in devotional service. Simply he wanted to become the king. For that purpose, by the advice of Narad Rishi, he engaged himself in devotional service. Ambition was to become he wanted to become the king of most prosperous kingdom, topmost. And then once Lord appeared in front of Dhruv Maharaj, and Krishna Vishnu offered that Dhruva Maharaj, please, you ask anything, I am here, I am very much pleased, I came here to give you. And then Dhruva Maharaj said, Sthana Bhilashi Tapsisthitoham. I engage myself in devotional service, ambition to Sthana Bhilashi. I wanted the more opulent kingdom. Sthana Bhilashi Tapsisthitvam Praptavan Dev Munindra Guhyam. But my Lord, I got you. Kacham Vichinvan Apidibyan Ratnam Swamin Kritarthosmi Varam Nayache. I came out from a house. I was searching for a useless broken piece of glass. But in my search, my quest, I got the Chintamani, Paras desired stone. Swamin Kritar, my dear, I completely satisfied. I am fully satisfied. Swamin Kritarthosmi Varam Nayache. I came here in Vrindavan, Madhuban, to worship. I am satisfied. I don't want anything from you. So here, though it is expertise of Kashyap Rishi. She was earth. She was in distress and he wanted some wealth for that reason, but Kashyap Rishi engaged her in such a way that towards the end of the execution of devotional service, when Payovrat, of course we know the Payovrat, only simply 12 days. Within 12 days, just in 12th day, Lord Vishnu appeared in front of her. So this is, she was such a distressed condition, so much anguish she was going through, the mental and the physical torture. But she was engaged in expertise such a way in devotional service that on the 12th day, she started devotional service, started Payovrat. On the 12th day, Lord Vishnu appeared right in front of her, and she was able to see face to face Krishna. And again, Vamandev, Vishnu, agreed to become her son, and Vamandev appeared. So basically, question was, how come that Vishnu, Supreme Personality of Godhead, asked for charity for Bali Maharaj? So this is also very contradiction. So Supreme Personality of Lakshmipati, he is holding a begging pot and going door to door for begging. And the person, innocent person, charitable person, nice person, Bali Maharaj, he gave everything, very generously, happily, offered everything. Still, how come that he was bound up, tied up, punished, and thrown in hellish, not hellish, but lower planetary system? So, towards the end, it described that Bali Maharaj is living in Sutal Lok, and Sutal Lok is more opulent than heaven. Opulence, though it is lower planetary system, but opulence-wise, it is greater, bigger, better than heavenly planet. So here, basically this starts, Ke na aham vidhina brahman upathasyesh jagatpatim. My dear husband, Kashyap Rishi Muni, please describe the process of devotional service I should engage in the process. And same time, see, making condition. Yatha me satya sankalpa. I am not like Suddha Bhakti. I want to engage myself devotional service, but same time my reservation is that my ambition, my desire should be fulfilled. ऐसा उपदेश न दीजिए कि भगवान हमसे जस्याहम अनुगृह्णामि हरिष्ये तद धनम सनहि. I am not interested in like pure devotional service, no, in service only. I am serving, I am ready to serve Krishna engage myself in devotional service, but same time my ambition, my desire should be fulfilled. So it is expertise of Kashyap Rishi. Okay, you engage yourself in devotional service, and once you will satisfy Krishna, you will get everything. So here, nice. Do you have any comment or any question about? Now, of course,
but maybe you can correct me, Maharaj, that Aditi would be in the Artha category, art instead of Arthati.
both.
Both, because you wanted the kingdom back, so that's
Yeah.
Arthati. Okay, thank you.
Good. She was distressed because her sons were bereft of, thrown away from the heavenly plan. All the sons, motherly heart, sons were suffering. Indra, son hiding. He could not, even he could not go heavenly plan, hiding himself from Balimara. That was motherly heart. All sons were suffering. And then earth, they should be again reinstalled. They should be. And Bali Maharaj should not only the see, Lord Baman Dev had discussed. She was thinking that all the Bali Maharaj, he should be killed, and his wife should lament. And I want to see the tears of the wife of demons. This cruel. I want to see the tears of the wives of demigods. Because once demigod would be killed, their wife would be crying, and I want to see the tears gliding down from their cheeks and on the ground. So this much envy, cruelty was there in heart of Aditi. But such expertise, चातुर्य, क्या कहते हैं, कश्यप ऋषि का, he engaged her, his mother, she was engaged in devotional service, did very nicely, very seriously, and see within 12 days, right on 12th day, Krishna was face to present, appear in front of her. And later on, Krishna agreed to become her son. So, amogha bhagavad bhakti. Bhagavad bhakti is amogh. Amogh means, क्या कहते हैं इसका, कभी अमोघ जो वर्क करेगा ही, कभी भी वैफल नहीं हो सकता है. राम बाण है. It will hit the target. अमोघा means क्या कहते हैं, राम बाण in संस्कृत. Never wasted, never failure. It will, once you engage in devotional service, amogh means it will hit the target, what you want. Amogha bhagavad bhakti. Say no itar. Other thing, other process, beside devotional service, it will work or may not, it's doubtful. But Bhagavad Bhakti, amogh, Ramban, once you engage yourself in devotional service, 100% sure it will work. वो उसकी कोई भी परिस्थिति हो सकती है, योग्यता. According to the proportion, it will work for sure. Okay, so I think I should stop.
One comment or question?
Okay.
So this also tells that it is also expertise of the spiritual master.
Yeah.
Because that, along with the bhakti, because he could really give her, understanding her position, and then giving her the payobrat and the spiritual power that she could really perform in that way, right? So
Yeah.
it is really the qualification of the spiritual master and the mercy of the spiritual master.
Yeah. He was acting, Kashyap Rishi acting here both as a husband, as a spiritual master. He was approached by her, his wife, So he was knowing the mentality, qualification, yogyata, adhikar of her, his wife, and accordingly he engaged Aditi, and Aditi was successful. Okay, so Grantha Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.